Hey out there, Internet. Me, Joe, here to bring you another spray painting video. Today we're going to do something a little different. This is a sheet of glass from a picture frame that I picked up at a thrift shop for a whole $5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint on the glass, but I'm going to do it in reverse. Meaning, when you look at it, you're going to be looking at it from the other side, which gives a really nice effect when you do that. So I'm going to start off by putting down our bowls and plates and stuff. I'm just going to do 3 of them today, I think. We'll put a bowl up here. Maybe our cup here, and I got a good sized plate here that I think we'll use too. Let's try that. We'll shift some stuff around here. Yeah, I like it. So we're going to go with that kind of setup right there. So when you paint on glass, you do everything in reverse. So normally we would start with, doing our planets, but these bowls and cups and plate, this bowl, cup, and plate, they're going to stay right here. Those aren't moving. Those are staying there until the last step. So first, we're going to start off with some stars. So we're going to take our white. I'm just going to spray some right on my glove here. Some of the excess, and I'm just going to flick some stars right onto the glass. Because that's the first thing you're going to see when looking at this is the stars. Next thing I'm going to do is, well, get some of this paint off my fingers with just a sheet of paper. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my shine. And the shine's going to come on this side. I'm going to go from here and here. So just a bit of shine. Shine, shine, shine. It's a little tough because I'm using a light background. But once I flip this around, when it dries up a little bit, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The next thing I'm going to do are some of my space gases. And for this, I'm going to use some, let's see. I think I'm going to use some beach glass. I do like using this one for space gases and stuff. I'm just going to make sure we get a good spray here. Yes, we will. And so that's the first one. And then the next color I think I'll do for space gas is you can use some Oasis Blue. Yeah. Those some cooler colors here. I'm just come across the other way here. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to put on here is some of our glitter paint. You guys know how I like to use that. So this is just that Rust-Oleum glitter paint. You can do that all over. You could do this before you put your space gases on, but I want this to be a layer behind the space gases. Just like that. I do have a couple extra colors right now, so I'm going to use a couple of those colors. First one I'm going to grab is we got a purple color. Try to get this thing to get the little ball going here. Give it a hit on my other table here. Come on, you. Let's see what. Yeah. So just this one right here. Just add a little bit of depth to those colors. Also got a green and a blue and a red. And this one we're going to put a little bit of green here. Over here, here, and here. And I think I'll use the red. Which one I grab first? The red, yes. So these glitter paints, if you ever get any of these Krylons, they tend not to like to shake up right away, especially if it's a little cool in the room. So just keep that in mind. I'll be moving my paints into the house here shortly. Winter is just about upon us here. I've got a good space heater in here now, so I can actually paint a little bit more. So with my background, I'm going to go with some Midnight Blue. We're just going to paint that right on in there. I'm just going to cover the whole thing in Midnight Blue. Might put some purple in here too. So we won't go too crazy. And we'll fill in the gaps with some just purple, because it's a nice dark color. It'll kind of model out the sky a little bit. And then I got my purple right here, which is just a regular gloss purple. Just like that. So that is our background all done. Next thing I'm going to do, make sure I have everything covered. We don't want anything uncovered. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to pull off these this bowl and this cup and this plate. Get those on out of the way. And the last one right here, just like that. And there we go. So now, we did our shine on the outside here. So we're going to do our shadows on the on this side, on the opposite side. So with that, we're just going to use some plain old black. This one right here. So we got a little bit of spots on this one. That's okay. I'll just wrap that up there. So on this little guy, I'm actually going to go black all the way across here. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab a sponge, a piece of sponge here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to just dab some life back into that right there. So see how we're kind of opening that up? Just color on our end here. Well, that's going to allow me to do here in a sec. I can even give it a couple of drags. So make sure I'm not outside of that circle. All right, so go right out to the edge here. I think what I'm going to do, so I've got some pink here, some berry pink. I'm going to go berry pink inside of that. Yeah. Just like that. So for the next one, we're going to go with some nice wildflower blue for the big planet here. Just all the way across. Just like that. So there's a couple different ways you can do some stuff with a planet. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my hand. I'm just going to kind of put some streaks in here with my fingertips. Trying to keep away from the shadow on the outside a little bit. I'm going to grab another sheet of paper to just get some of the excess paint off my fingertips while I'm doing this. And kind of a twisting, sort of dragging motion. We'll get some of the paint outside of that, so it makes it a little more translucent or transparent in some spots. Just like that. Use my nails a little bit and through the gloves. Just like that. Okay. A little bit more. And then through that, I'm going to go with some just regular old grape. The nice vivid purple color. We're just going to fill it in here. I'm going to have to find some new caps, I think. This one is unhappy with me. Yeah. Yeah, man, there's enough in life in that to make it work. Okay, we'll steal it from another one for now. If you guys know someone who sells caps that'll fit on Rust-Oleum cans, you let me know below, all right? It'd be really helpful if you know. Because I have looked high and low, and I cannot find them. Okay. That'll go in the bath. Next thing I'm going to do right over here, instead of black, I'm actually going to go with white. So we'll grab our white can. We're going to go ahead and just spray some white right inside of this, just like so. And like you guys have seen me do so many times, I'm just going to take a piece of paper. I'm going to go cover it right. I'm going to try to cover it here without getting too much on the outside. We'll do it like that. Yeah, that's going to work. I'm kind of just doing a dab motion, I think, might be a safer bet. Just remove some of that excess paint. Try not to go on the outside too much. The outside is a little drier, so it's not going to come up as easily. I want to make sure that stays the case. So, and the last color we're going to do is I just have some apple red right here. I'm just going to go right in there like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry. I'll put it in the frame, and then I'll do a reveal for you. So I'll be right back once this is all set up, and we'll see how it looks. Oh, let's see if I can actually do this real quick before I break. Well, things are still a little wet. I'm going to grab spatula here. Normally I would put my initial on this way. I cannot do it in reverse with my right hand, but with my left hand, let's see what I can do. Let's see, I'll try it first. Well, we'll give it a go. Otherwise, I'll just sign on the glass. I normally do it this way. I'm not going to risk it. I'll just sign it with a silver Sharpie on the front of the glass once this is all dry. So I will be back with you once this is all set. Okay, so I went ahead and I let everything dry here. Make sure my mic's on. Yes, it is. So when let it all dry, I painted the frame, put it all back together, and now it's time to show you the final product. And here it is. I'll get this out of the tripod here so we can get a little bit of a better look. So there's a little bit of a glare because of the overhead lights here. Let's see, I'll go ahead and I'll tilt this up, make it a little bit easier for you to see. There we go. Couple little reflections there, but there it is. You get this really kind of cool effect. You paint on glass, it gives you much better layering. It's a little more challenging because you can't see if it's coming out exactly what you want. There's a couple little blemishes there, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything to have a couple little blemishes on something you worked on. So thank you for coming and watching this video. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button. And tell me what you want to see next. You want to see me paint on glass more? I do have some more frames. I am in full swing of making up my Christmas cards. So if you want to see me make up some of those, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.